moving on over to topic number 7. I made a little video about this and put it on my TikTok and also on my Instagram about who's going to be directing the next Avengers movie. And I'm very surprised by this right here. I did not see this coming at all, and I'm on the fence about it. I'm not excited, but I'm not pissed off. Topic number 7 coming from Deadline: Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, Avengers 5. Destin Daniel Cretton to direct the Marvel pick. If you don't know who Destin Cretton is, it is the gentleman right here who also directed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Only days after its massive Comic-Con Hall H panel presentation, Marvel is moving fast to attach a director to one of the tentpole titles. The studio has confirmed to Deadline that Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings helmer Destin Daniel Cretton has been tapped to direct Avengers 5. Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige announced that over the weekend that the film is in development and is currently looking for a writer. The pick will arrive on May the 2nd of 2025, with another Avengers movie, Secret Wars, hitting that same November of that year. And so, Elliot, not much is known about the sequel or the villains.
Right.
You know, this first film, it grossed $432 million worldwide.
Yep.
That's not a lot of money. It's a disappointment, but we know why. That's because it was in the pandemic.
Yep.
And I think it was dual released. Also, it wasn't, I mean, like, you know, like us.
It wasn't in China and for larger markets. Yeah.
Right. So, this came out of nowhere, man. Destin Daniel Cretton was the last person I would think that they would, you know, attach to this film. You know, especially with the Russos doing it before. But what do you make of this news, man? Are you happy? You sad? Or you don't know what to take of it? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm over the moon for this, man. I've been following his career since Short Term 12, which was one of his first debut films that happened to star Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson, Lakeith Stanfield, Rami Malek. It's a really good, small, independent film that showed you that he's a director that knows characters. And he's done other things such as Just Mercy, Michael B. Jordan, and Jamie Foxx, and obviously Captain Marvel again. So he has a really good track record in my eyes. And of course, as you mentioned, Shang-Chi, I thought that he did a really great job. I think the things I didn't like about the film, I think was more of a Marvel, I don't want to say mandated, but a Marvel kind of like, you know, third act spectacle, dragons, 10 rings versus like, I thought if it was up to Daniel to really have full control of the film, it would have been more of a personal conclusion to the story. But neither here nor there, I think that he's a fantastic director, man. And I'm really happy to see him, you know, get within this Marvel fold and them giving him the keys to their biggest IP is the Avengers. So, I mean, that tells you that they like working with him. He likes working with them. He wants to spend more time in this world. It does make me wonder what's going to happen with Shang-Chi now, as far as director goes. You know, I would assume that he's going to be busy for the next several years. So I don't think, I think we'll hear another director coming in. And I saw your pick be on who you would like to see direct Shang-Chi, which would be very interesting to say the least. But no, as far as this question goes, man, yes, I'm very excited for what Daniel could do with the Avengers, and I think this Avengers Kang Dynasty will be more of, it's going to be spectacle, of course, but I still think it's going to be maybe more personal than a lot of us can imagine with an Avengers film. I think it will be very Kang focused, but also I think there's going to be young Avengers more involved in this narrative, led by some newer characters as Shang-Chi and other new various characters we've met in the last year or so. So I'm really excited for it, man. I'm very interested to see. We've never gotten a Marvel film in which it was a new director, you know, which looks like we're going to be getting this time from Kang into the Secret Wars. You know, it was Joss Whedon, Russo. So it's going to be different to be in a new director's hands and see what Daniel can bring to this this epic, huge IP of Avengers with the Kang Dynasty. So I'm here for it, man. I look forward to it.
Right on, man. Yeah, I'm not. Let me ask you this though. If you could pick anybody to direct Avengers 5, who would it be? Would it be Daniel, Destin Daniel, or somebody else?
He definitely wouldn't have been on the top of the my list, but you know, I think of a Ryan Coogler. I think he has a lot of experience with ensemble cast, big cast, big stories, character driven stories, and spectacle. I think he would have been great. And who knows, he might be announced to be Secret Wars. But I think he's really more ingrained into the Black Panther TV show and all that stuff. So other people that come to mind, I would love to see Jon Favreau make a return to the MCU, especially since he kicked off phase 1 with Iron Man. It'll be very poetic to see him come back and direct one of these films. Who else did I have on a suggestion? Brad Bird was someone that came to mind for me, even though I would love to see Brad Bird, director of Iron Giant and of course The Incredibles. I would like to see him do Fantastic Four. But I think Brad Bird would have spectacle and great action sequences. But, you know, I'm going to throw out a wild card, and I made a video about this. I would love to see Chris and Lord Miller in an MCU film, just based on their experience with the Spider-Verse and, you know, the untold story of Solo film. I think they would be, you know, you got two people that worked together before, and these are giant ensemble casts and huge stories. Not saying that one person couldn't do it, but I would love to see what Chris and Lord Miller would do. And then I'll throw in Zoe Zhao, who did Eternals. I would love to see her do an Avengers film. So those are kind of my little picks out there.
I would pick James Cameron.
You going big? You go shooting for the stars with that one.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You know, Avengers Endgame competed with his film, so it's, I mean, he's big enough for it.
Take place all in the water.
Yeah, there would have to be studio mandates. No, not studio mandates, but there would need to be some type of oversight.
Yeah, that's why James would never come. Yeah.
No. For the person I'm gonna name next, Michael Bay. Michael Bay.
Hell no, Brandon. No.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
I would not. I do not want to see drone shots and ass shots and Bud Light advertisements.
That's why it would have. That's why I said it would have to be oversight. It would have to be, because, you know, But you know, we talked about Cretton here. He did Short Term 12 and Just Mercy.
Yeah.
And shout out to Mara for the super chat. Thank you so much, ma'am. I appreciate it. 199. Just Mercy is an Oscar-worthy film. It is. I love it. And just real quick, let me talk a little Black Power. If you go to the creator of the show, not the show, but the movie, what is his name? Brian Stevenson. Look him up. He is a very smart educator, a man for justice. You can learn a lot from him. I'll just say that. Hey, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to help Black people. He's a solution. But Elliot, as you said, my pick for Shang-Chi 2 for the director. In December of last year, Destin Daniel Cretton stated who he would like to be involved in Shang-Chi 2, and he said Jackie Chan, and I have that right here. Marvel Shang-Chi director Destin Daniel Cretton love to get Jackie Chan for the sequel. Like I said, December of 2021. I think this is perfect. Jackie Chan is one of the best action stunt guys in Hollywood worldwide. Has a buttload of experience in front and behind the camera as an actor, director, and a producer and a writer. One of the best choreographers. And so now with Destin Daniel Cretton supposed to be attached to the Wonder Man Disney Plus series,
right,
as an executive producer, maybe a director episode or two, and a director in Avengers 5, the Kang Dynasty. Will he have time to direct Shang-Chi 2 and the Legend of the Ten Rings? If not, I would be happy with him handing that baton over to Jackie Chan. I think that would be much better. I think, Elliot, we would get those nice hand-to-hand fights that we always want. I don't know, man. How you feeling about that?
Ooh, listen, man. I grew up on Jackie Chan, man. Loved a lot of his films. The only hesitation, and not that it can be done, because we've seen first-time directors direct Marvel films, small independent directors get into these big blockbuster budgets, and like you mentioned, Jackie Chan knows it all as far as, you know, stunts and choreographed shots and all that stuff. But I don't know if Jackie, at this point of his career, just being the icon that he is, directing a movie might be a bit of I shouldn't say directing a movie. Directing this type of movie, Marvel, Disney, big blockbuster budget, might be something that not saying he can't do it, but I think there's maybe other choices out there. Like I think of Gareth Edwards, who does the Raid franchise, and does the Raid films, would be a great follow up for Shang-Chi, especially knowing that he was going to direct the Deadpool or the Deathstroke movie. So I think Gareth would be a great director for that. But I mean, Jackie, I would love to see Jackie be a part of the project, executive producer, stuntman, AD, or someone in the film himself. But I don't know if I want to see my man Jackie. I mean, he'll be grabbing the camera and doing backflips with the camera in hand. I don't know if he can contain himself behind the camera. He'll want to be in those shots. So I don't know.
Okay. I was trying to find, you know, my little martial arts clips and stuff that I'll be playing, but I can't find them. So I'll spare you guys with that real quick. I was going to tell you what Jackie Chan could bring to the screen, but it's all good. But y'all let us know what you think in the comment section below. How happy or upset you are that Destin Daniel Cretton is going to be directing Avengers 5, Avengers the Kang Dynasty. And also just to have fun, you know, list who you would like to direct the movie if it was up to you. And if you'd rather see Jackie Chan do the role as well, you know I'm right. So just go ahead and say that in the comment. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. But again, guys, if you're watching this via live on the replay, there's a link down to this article in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure.